Before we get started, we'd like to acknowledge that today's guests represent one of Healthcare Unlocked's sponsoring organizations. In this episode, we'll be exploring their adult daycare program, the services they provide, and the role adult daycare can play in supporting individuals, caregivers, and families.
In the heart of New York, where the sun shines bright, there's a place where the timing feels just right. Engaging activities every single day. Indoor adult social club, worries fade away. We're redefining the golden years with compassionate care and joyful cheers. No more worries, no more stress. Adult health and wellness, you are loved and cared.
Doral Health and Wellness, caring for our community's health. Join now, Doral Adult Daycare.
Hi, welcome to Healthcare Unlocked. Today's topic is why social clubs are the new fountain of youth. Today, I'm going to welcome our guest, Mr. Jesse Roman.
Hello, everybody. I am Jesse Roman. I am the director of Doral Social Adult Daycare, and I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be part of this. And yes, that's our topic, why social clubs are the new fountain of youth.
All right, so Jesse, let's chat about that today. So, when we think of senior care, right?
Mhm.
Many picture a quiet room where people just sit and pass the time, right?
That's true.
But what if senior wellness looked more like an upscale lounge, a
Yeah.
bustling cafe or a premier social club? What if that was the case?
So, for me, Steph, it's starting with like changing the mindset of people, what they think of senior care, right? Like you said, some people think that it's like sitting down quietly, a whole bunch of seniors in one room watching the clock all day or watching one television. That's not life. That's not living. And I think here we want to build the social experience, right? Like a real community, a real interaction. A place where people be excited not to just come here, but to even get out their homes, which is their comfort of their homes, right? Come out of their homes and come here to the social club. I did announce that I am the director of the adult social daycare. We don't really use the word daycare. We use social club. And, for two very good reasons. One reason is that the seniors don't like the daycare word, right? They think that, oh, are we little kids to you?
I get it.
Right. And then, but social club, who doesn't want to go to the social club, the club life,
Do.
right? Um, so we want to make sure that the title fits the environment, right? That they could feel life again with the music that we play, the things that we do here, the programming, everything that happens. So yeah, I think that would be my response to your question.
I love it. I love it, Jesse. So, can you explain to me what it means to like elevate traditional senior care?
Yeah. So that would be it. I mean, it's changing that atmosphere, right? Changing that environment. Um, when something is always thought of as a place where you're just going to go play bingo, which I can never go against the bingo. Bingo is
I
number one
love
at social,
bingo.
right? They love bingo. But what more can we do outside of that bingo setting, that,
Mm.
table setting? And that's the space that we have. This is a state-of-the-art location. Um, we have a cafe lounge, we have the pool tables, a hair salon, a nail salon, a spa area, a gym, a quiet place for you just to be alone and do your own thing. We want to make sure we provide that that high class, that value to it, so that this could be, yes, a home away from home, but something different, right? A place where they can learn new things. That's something that I come to find a lot, right? That a lot of our seniors are like, I've been there, done that type of thing. But to be able to introduce new things, even the new modern things are happening right now. It's a win-win, right? To see our seniors interact in that way.
Mm. I quit. I need to become a senior. This is it for me. I want to go to your. I want to go.
Hey,
All right.
we'll
So
sign you right up.
I think it's time. I got a little arthritis in my hands. I'm ready.
Uh-oh.
All right. So other things amongst that. What keeps your members physically active without making them feel like it's a chore or, a standard medical regimen?
That's a really good question.
Mm.
You know, um, we have this thing that we call fun fitness. Okay, fun fitness. It's not your regular aerobics kind of workout. Come on, you can do it, that type of thing, right? It's
Right.
to the next level in a sense of we use props, right? And it'd be the most easiest props, something you can find at home, because we want them to take what we give them at home too, right? So it's called fun fitness. If it goes with the theme of the day, exercises with certain type of music, it'll be a little soca. They could be dancing and not realizing that they're actually working out. You're actually breaking a sweat, right? So we really push that. We really push that fun fitness. Um, we don't want it to feel like exercise. We don't want you to feel like, oh my God, I had a whole workout today. No, I want you to feel when you come here and you do the fun fitness with us that you're like, wow, that was fun. And then when we bring that reality to it, like, guys, that was your fun fitness for today. You exercise. And it's like, really? All I did was do a soca line, right? Or,
Right.
something, I learned a new dance. But they actually are being productive and physical and engaging in that way and socializing, with their peers here. So I think that's like an invisible kind of fitness kind of thing.
A little boots on the ground won't hurt.
No, you're
Tell you
right.
that much. But we need to go over how does one enroll? What is needed? How long does it take to enroll?
Gotcha. That's a good question. Yeah, the enrollment process is not too hard. It's really simple, actually. Um, we are Medicaid based, right? To come in, you have to have Medicaid. We would do a quick assessment and referral and get your demographic, all the information about you. The process for that part is pretty, 5 to 10 minutes max. Then we'll have you go back into the center and enjoy the rest of the day, right? And then we'll do a follow-up. The follow-up has to do with calling the insurance company that you're connected to. And once they give the okay that you can receive these services, we're able to move forward with an authorization.
So just that sounds simple enough, but what happens if you get denied?
If you get denied, we're here to continue to provide that support. You could get denied for various reasons. It could be that you don't have Medicaid, right? And then we're able to take you to the next process, income pool trust, and different other areas that we can actually help with getting you the Medicaid, and then eventually getting you managed long-term care, and then getting you authorized to join the center. Another reason of somebody not being able to join would be if they don't qualify, right? They don't have maybe a home attendant. A home attendant is something that's very necessary in getting the authorization for adult social daycare as well.
I know many people are hesitant to join a social club because they're afraid it might affect their existing home care service. Does anyone here have that concern, or would you like us to clarify how these two services can actually work together?
So that's a valid concern, right? People have home care services. They have their home attendant. They're used to having that service with them, and now they are interested in joining a social daycare, right? So here it is. Medicaid does provide a certain amount of hours, right, for the member. Now, what happens is that those hours are separated, some for home care services, and some will be separated for adult daycare services, right? Um, In some cases, in some cases, you'll see that Medicaid will allow both to happen at the same time. But yeah, there's no one losing anything. Some people will even gain more hours towards their care, which will be for a social daycare or for home care. So it's really case by case, but no one's losing anything. You're actually going to gain more services. You're going to gain more support and resources.
So Jesse, can the enrollee come with the home health aide?
Oh, that's a good question because it happens sometimes, right? And we got to let them know. So, right, Medicaid has payments towards the adult social daycare and payments towards the home care piece, right? Some cases, depending on the condition of the member of the patient that's coming in, yes, they will need that full care with the home attendant while coming to the social daycare. But in most cases, no, it's separated. A member will come here, receive all the services that we have here. We're providing meals, we're providing that support, outings, shopping trips, all these great things, right? And then after daycare, they go home and they receive their home care services.
So wow, that's super cool, Jesse. So they go
Yeah,
shopping, they go on trips, they
yeah, no,
party.
it's pretty great.
And
Like
I know you
they,
mentioned like the tiki bar and all these things. I
mhm.
love it. That's super cool.
No, it's really amazing. Honestly, they're able to, some people like depending on where you live, right? You don't have transportation to go like to a Walmart, which is a little further out. But our drivers, they'll take you over there. They'll help you with your bags, and that's the case. That's the areas where people say, oh, they need a home attendant, but that's where we support them as well. We have staff, fully staffed, supportive staff as well here to take care of everyone's needs.
Love it. So,
Hmm.
all right, Jesse, are you ready for some Q&A questions?
All right, you got some questions for me, Steph?
Come on, you know I do.
Hit
All
me with them.
right, so here's a little Q&A questions that, we pull from our IG community. You
Okay,
know, let's tackle a couple of them. Are you ready, Jess?
I'm ready.
All right, so question number one. My dad refuses to go to any senior center because he says he's not old enough. So how do I convince him to come to yours?
Well, that right there, you said senior center. You kind of expanded that too, by the way.
You know I did.
Um, of course, who doesn't? Who wants to go to a senior center, right? They want to go to a social club. So starting off the bat right there, we're making the title, the name, the place that they're going to. It's not the senior center; it's the social club.
Oh,
Even that can spark that interest, right?
mhm.
Okay, but now arriving here, they're coming in, the vibe that we have, even when they're coming in as to sign in, it's more like a hotel. It's more like a membership, right? We want them to have that feeling. They're coming in, they're hearing the music. A lot of them will say that this doesn't suit. I can't go to senior center because I'm too old, right? You were saying about your father, but when they come here, they come to realize there's a lot of different age groups. We have
Mhm.
older folk and we have younger folk as well.
Right.
Adult social daycare is a bit different. Adult social daycare is anybody who's 18 or older, so they're able to connect with people from different, age levels. But when coming here, it's productivity. It's not them just sitting down. We got the pool tables, the
Mhm.
dominoes, things that they're gonna be able to learn new things. So I think really just the way that you start off on inviting dad to the
Yeah.
social club is the most important way.
I love it. I love it. Someone who cannot come to your social club, what should they look for so they can find a senior center that function as a social club?
Okay, this is perfect because this happens even to us, right? People who don't qualify, or it could be somebody that lives outside, right? They were only visiting with some relatives, and they came to visit, and they're like, "Wow, I want this." Every daycare is different. If there's a perfect daycare, a social club, adult daycare, please let me know because I would love to find it.
Right.
It's probably in heaven somewhere, right? They're all different. You got to find what fits you. You got to find a place that you feel comfortable. Transportation services are super important. Making sure that it's a place where you're gonna like the culture of food as well, right? You want to be able to be treated fair and treated with love. So you got to really just test it out too. To see if this is something that suits you. Um, so I would always say that anybody that's looking for one, test it out. They have courtesy days, free pass days that you can go to daycares and really, try it out yourself. And then bring a family member, bring somebody that knows you that can tell you, hey, I saw this. It's another pair of eyes there. I saw this and I really like this. And it can really, really help out with making that decision.
Okay, so I have another question here from at Elena_M. Elena
Okay.
says, I love that you have a boutique cafe inside. What is the most popular drink or treat that members look forward to during their social hours?
Okay,
Good one,
Elena.
Elena.
Yeah, that's a good one, Elena. So Elena, we have different seasonal drinks. So that's the cool thing about here at the social club. So if let's say right now we're in spring going into summer, right? We
Right.
have our summer vibe drinks, right? And it's like these beautiful names that we come up with: Blue Lagoon, Breezy, and we have our tiki bar that we turn our cafe into a tiki bar.
Love it.
We have all these cool, amazing drinks for them to try out. So yeah, it depends on the season, but right now the number one is our Doral special. That's a drink that is really just everyone's leaving with it. Everybody's enjoying that one.
All right. From David_goes active. So David says, for seniors who are naturally introverted, or shy, how do you help them break the ice and feel welcome on their very first date?
I mean, these are just amazing questions. Okay, so
Go, Dave.
go Dave. We really, really, really pay attention to this portion of any new guest coming in.
Yes.
Our assessment is so important and it has so much value because we get the vibe. Is this person talkative? This person an introvert, right? Is this person really shy? Does this person need some encouragement, right? And that goes along with my job as a director, to make sure that I provide person-centered caring, right? This type of planning is helping them fit in. The whole point of coming to a social club is to socialize, right? So we're
Right.
gonna find people who's coming out of isolation, COVID, trauma, all those things, right? And what do? We get to know you. Our staff speaks to you. Our staff will become your best new family, right? That's here to invite you. And when we start to speak to you and get to know you a bit more, we start to know, okay, I can see this person sitting in this area. Now you can sit wherever you want. There's no assigned seats, but we will, I guess, direct you to that area where I feel like, hey, this is a good spot for them to start, sitting down. Maybe the table is a little more quiet, or maybe that table that you need to sit to is a little more engaged, right? That gets you a little more encouraged to start speaking.
Mhm.
And then the second part is that we have group activities, right? So at some point, we're going to get you involved, right? So it's not all focused on you. You don't feel shy, right? The work as a team, and you're learning how to, just work with your peers. And I've seen it time after time, Stephanie. Um, Time after time, I've seen people come from a state of being so shy and an introvert to being one of the most social butterflies in
I
the
love
center.
that. Wow, that's super cool, Jesse. I love it. This is my favorite Q&A question. So I've got to hear this one from you. You must tell
Okay.
me this. What is the absolute loudest, most high energy of the day at the club? We're talking about the club.
We are talking about the club, the social club, right?
Yes.
Don't get the club. So the most high end, high energy, loudest moment of the day is when we are celebrating someone's birthday, right?
Ooh.
We do have big parties at the end of the month, but if it's your birthday today, we're celebrating you. And we got this song called Shine a Light on Them, right?
Oh, that song.
You know that song? It's a good song,
Shine a
right?
light on them. Yeah. Shine a
Hey,
light
Shine
on
a Light
them.
on Them.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
yeah, it's a really good one.
Okay.
So we play that song, and we've been doing it for so long, everybody knows what to do. They
Right.
come and bring out their phones and they put their light on, and we go to that person and we sing the whole song, Shine a Light. We put them in the middle. They start dancing. If they're a little shy, we dance with them.
Oh, wow.
The whole staff is involved. All the members come together. It's a great moment. It's the loudest moment. It's the most high energy moment, and yeah, it's a beautiful time.
All right, thank you, Jesse. So we're just gonna have a little final thoughts. Jesse, I need you to take this away from me. So for families looking to champion the health of their older loved ones, what is the best curriculums for them to do?
Well, listen, I would say the best way to champion that would be get them out the house, get them out of their routine, interrupt it a little bit. You know, a lot of
Mhm.
times as senior citizens, they have the routine and they don't want it to be messed with at all. But sometimes we need to just, move things up a little bit, just shake it up a little bit, right? Maybe it's invite to the park outside, go for a walk. Maybe it is a senior center or a social club to bring them to, right?
Mhm.
Maybe it's just invite to the movies and let them laugh again and feel that movie vibe. Something that will make them feel good. I don't want to take too much of your time, Stephanie, but I want to share one great testimony, right,
Feel
of
free.
one of my members, 94 years old, right?
Mm.
Um, on the trip we have planned to go to bowling, right? And she was like, I'm not going, I'm too old and I would never go. And she's like, I'd never been in my life. So I started talking more about it. She's like, that's something I always wanted to do as a kid, but it's too
Mhm.
late now. I said, it's never too late. I sent her bowling. She went bowling. She had an amazing time. Her team won.
I
She
love
came
it.
back. She came back to my office, and I never forget this. I tell this story a lot. She came back to my office, and she's like, "I need to speak to you." So I was a little concerned. I'm like, "I hope everything's okay." She comes in, she closes the door, and she starts bawling. She starts crying. And she's like, thank you so much, for allowing me to go bowling. I'm like, it's okay. She's like, I never thought I
Oh.
would be able to experience that. My family and I weren't, financially, off very well to even do activities like that. And she said, as I was playing bowling, I was thinking about my family of what this would have felt like doing this with my dad or my mom. Let me
Mhm.
tell you, that broke me up a little bit. And but it's something this is well about 4 years ago. It's something that has kept, me passionate and about providing those experience and opportunities. We're not just a social club, but we are a knit family. We are here to support. So whether you can get into a social club, and this is going to our viewers, if you get a family member into a social club, that's amazing. If you can't, take them out. Again, change your routine. Stop overlooking the fact that they're older. They don't want to be looked that way. They want to be treated and they want to be felt, that they are young, they are vibrant, that they still have value in this world. So yeah, I'd love to leave it with that.
So, Jesse, as we wrap up today's episode, what is
Mhm.
the one major takeaway you want to leave with families who are looking to elevate the vitality and happiness of their older loved ones?
Yeah, awesome. Listen to everyone, family members, those who are looking for social clubs, healthcare providers, home attendants. This goes out to everyone. So everyone watching, never underestimate the power of community. Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes the greatest medicine is not the ones you find in the bottles, but it is in laughter. It's in friendship, it's in purpose to have movement, a purpose in life, to start feeling good again, right? Our older adults still have life to live, memories to make. It's not over. There's still more stories that you have to share with your family and the experience that you have and the joy that you receive when you come into a social club. So love on your parents, love on your grandparents, love on your fellow peers and community. Check on your grandparents, check on them. Maybe they've been sitting at home, make sure they're good. Give them an opportunity to do something different. As I said last time, interrupt their routine for a day, not too much because they don't like that, but interrupt it for one day and really just get them to do something outside of, the norm. Um, and one thing I always tell my seniors, celebrate life. It's precious. Let's celebrate it. And one of the best ways to do it is right here in the social club, right? So thank you again.
I love the way you word that, Jesse, because the community truly is the cure. And just thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing your incredible passion with our audience.
Thank you for
So,
having me. Appreciate it.
no problem. To everyone at home watching, make sure you're following us on Instagram at Healthcare Unlock and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Healthcare Unlock. I love enjoy our videos, our highlights, and exclusive facility tours and clips will be dropping later this week. Thank you for tuning in. Keep championing. I keep saying it because that's my favorite word. Keep championing your health, and we will see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.